Now love, I thought I could handle. But I've always been weary of relationships, so I don't even know exactly how I got here. I mean, it might have been the naughty limericks that I'd whisper in her ear or the sensual sonnets my fingertips would write on her naked skin. Our foreplay would always begin with words. The sex was unbelievable, but like a marionette, it always came with strings attached. When asked, she would say that she fell in love with the first experience with my pen, which she nicknamed her magic stick, for its ability to move us from poetry venues to mattresses, her place or mine. And as good as things were, I couldn't help but think that I was living a lie, because the hardest thing for any of us to do is to be truly honest with ourselves. And though it's taken some time for me to come to terms with this, I could finally admit that I have issues with faithfulness, because I've been known to elope with every great idea that comes to mind, with marriages being annulled every time a new muse catches my eye. Even when her and I are together, I can't stop thinking about my rhymes. There's been many a night when we've shared a bed, and while being deep in her sex, I can't stop my head from thinking how best to describe this with my pen, and she could tell that I'm not totally there. This writer's blocked, and I know that she wants to talk, but I try to avoid that conversation at all costs, because I really don't want to hurt her. I mean, how can I let her know that when she calls and isn't getting me, I'm out on dates with metaphors and having booty calls with similes, while hoping that she never finds out about the threesome that I had with that rhyming couplet, which has me making frequent visits to the free verse clinic, because my life is a double entendre, saying one thing with much more hidden between the lines. And it would be a lie if I said that this whole relationship thing didn't have me confused. I mean, I thought I lost it all when she confronted me with tears in her eyes, like, who is this bitch named Haiku? And I was like, damn, she must have found those syllables in my jeans. My explanation, or rather apology, came in the form of a soliloquy full of, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. Sometimes I do some stupid and silly things. Those syllables aren't what they seem. Besides, she's only 17. You see, a guy like me probably won't remember your birthday or anniversaries unless I incorporate them into some form of poetry, because outside of my rhymes, I have the attention span of a pea. And I swear that at some point I had to been diagnosed with AD. Wait, what were we just talking about? It probably doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is this: please don't love me. I'm just a man. And even worse, I'm an artist, flawed beyond measure. But if you want to take a chance and think that I might be your type, you can catch me on stage next week at the Acoustic Soul open mic.